Hey there, plant enthusiasts and farming enthusiasts. Get ready to dive into the mesmerizing world of gardening and farming with me.
Hey y'all! Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving deep into the wonderful world of gardening. And not just any garden variety, we're talking about growing the most amazing, delicious, and prize-worthy carrots you've ever seen. Imagine this. You step out into your backyard garden and there they are. Rows of lush green tops hinting at the vibrant orange treasures hidden beneath the soil. And when you pull one out, it's not just a carrot, it's a masterpiece. Perfectly straight, bursting with flavor, and oh so satisfying. That's the dream, right? And the best part is, it's totally achievable. We're going to unlock the secrets of expert gardeners, those who've dedicated their lives to growing the biggest and best carrots around. So, if you're ready to transform your garden into a carrot paradise, grab your gardening gloves and let's get started. Before we jump into the nitty-gritty of soil and seeds, let's take a moment to understand our star of the show, the carrot. These vibrant veggies thrive in cooler weather, so think spring or fall planting depending on where you live. Imagine them like Goldilocks. They like their temperatures just right, somewhere between 55 degrees and 75 degrees. Too hot, and they'll bolt, sending up flowers and sacrificing those tasty roots. Too cold, and their growth will slow to a snail's pace. Carrots crave loose, airy soil that allows their roots to stretch and grow without obstruction. Think of it like a fluffy bed for your carrots to snuggle into. That's where sandy loam soil comes in. Get the temperature and soil right, and you're well on your way to a bountiful harvest. All right, friends, let's roll up our sleeves and get our hands dirty. It's time to prep that soil. Remember how we talked about carrots loving loose, airy soil? Well, that means saying goodbye to any rocks or hard clumps that might hinder their growth. Grab your trusty garden fork and give your soil a good loosening, digging down about 12 inches deep. Now let's talk about enriching our soil. Just like we need our vitamins, carrots need their nutrients too. That's where compost or well-rotted manure comes in. Sprinkle a generous layer of compost over your loosened soil and gently work it in. Trust me, a little soil prep goes a long way in ensuring a bumper crop of beautiful carrots. With our soil prepped and ready for action, let's move on to another crucial step, choosing the right carrot seeds. Now you might be thinking, aren't all carrot seeds created equal? Well, not exactly. Just like there are different types of tomatoes or peppers, there's a whole world of carrot varieties out there, each with its unique characteristics. Some are short and stubby, others long and slender. And of course, they come in a rainbow of colors, from classic orange to vibrant purple and even white. If you're new to carrot growing, I always recommend starting with a reliable and adaptable variety like Nantes. It's a classic for a reason. It's relatively easy to grow and produces those picture-perfect cylindrical carrots we all know and love.
Know you've been a good friend.
All right, folks, it's time to get those seeds in the ground. Now, carrots are a bit particular. They don't like to be transplanted. They much prefer to be sown directly into their permanent homes. So grab your seed packets and head out to your beautifully prepped carrot bed. Carrot seeds are tiny, like little specks of dust, which can make sowing them evenly a bit tricky. But don't worry, I've got a little trick up my sleeve. Mix your carrot seeds with a bit of sand. This will help to space out the seeds and prevent overcrowding, which can lead to stunted growth. Once your seeds are sown, gently cover them with a light layer of soil and give them a gentle watering. We've prepped the soil, sown our seeds, and given them a good watering. Now comes the hardest part, waiting. Germination, the magical moment when those tiny seeds sprout into life, can take a little while for carrots. Depending on the variety and the weather conditions, it can take anywhere from 14 to 21 days for those first little green shoots to emerge from the soil. Keep the soil consistently moist, and Mother Nature will do her thing. In the meantime, you can start dreaming about all the delicious dishes you'll make with your homegrown carrots. So be patient, my friends. Those little seeds are working hard beneath the surface, getting ready to burst forth with life. And there you have it, the first 5 steps to growing the most amazing carrots you've ever tasted. We've covered everything from understanding your carrots' needs to prepping the perfect soil, choosing the right seeds, and sowing them for success. But our carrot growing journey doesn't end there. There's so much more to explore, from thinning those seedlings to keeping pests at bay and, of course, harvesting those beautiful carrots at their peak of flavor. So, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the next exciting installment of our carrot growing adventure. We'll be diving deep into the world of thinning, pest control, and harvesting techniques that will take your carrot growing skills to the next level. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. In the meantime, happy gardening, and remember, a little love and attention go a long way in the garden. Until next time, y'all. Chapter 7 is all about understanding the nuances of seasonal gardening. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, knowing when and what to plant can make all the difference. In this chapter, we will explore the best practices for each season, ensuring your garden thrives year-round. Spring is the season of renewal. It's the perfect time to plant cool weather crops like lettuce, peas, and radishes. The soil is starting to warm up, and the days are getting longer, providing the ideal conditions for these early starters. As we move into summer, the garden really starts to come alive. This is the time to plant heat-loving vegetables like tomatoes, peppers, and cucumbers. Fall is a season of transition. It's a great time to plant root vegetables like carrots and beets, as well as leafy greens like spinach and kale. Winter doesn't mean the end of gardening. In fact, it's an excellent time to plan for the next year and start some indoor gardening projects. By understanding the unique needs of each season, you can ensure a bountiful harvest all year long. Happy gardening, and remember, the key to a successful garden is planning and preparation. Chapter 8. In this chapter, we'll dive deep into the world of carrot companions. You might be wondering, what exactly are carrot companions? Well, they are plants that, when grown together, benefit each other. Carrots have some fantastic friends in the garden that can help them grow better, deter pests, and even improve their flavor. First up, let's talk about onions. Onions and carrots are a match made in heaven. Onions can repel carrot flies, which are notorious for damaging carrots. Next, we have radishes. Radishes grow quickly and can help break up the soil, making it easier for carrot roots to develop. Herbs like rosemary and sage are also excellent companions for carrots. These aromatic herbs can mask the scent of carrots, confusing pests like carrot flies. Another great companion is lettuce. Lettuce grows well in the same conditions as carrots and can provide shade for the soil, keeping it cool and moist. Lastly, let's not forget about the mighty marigold. Marigolds are known for their pest-repelling properties. By choosing the right companions for your carrots, you can create a thriving, harmonious garden. Happy gardening! Chapter 9. In this chapter, we'll explore the importance of soil health for growing amazing carrots. Healthy soil is the foundation of any successful garden, and carrots are no exception. Carrots prefer loose, sandy soil that allows their roots to grow straight and long. Heavy clay soils can cause carrots to become stunted or forked. If your soil is heavy, consider adding organic matter like compost or sand to improve its texture. Carrots thrive in slightly acidic to neutral soil with a pH between 6 and 7. Organic matter is crucial for soil health. Adding compost or well-rotted manure to your soil can improve its structure, fertility, and moisture retention. Carrots don't like to sit in waterlogged soil, so good drainage is essential. Rotate your carrot crops with other vegetables to keep the soil healthy and balanced. By focusing on soil health, you're setting the stage for a bountiful carrot harvest. Happy gardening! Chapter 10. In this chapter, we'll discuss the importance of watering and mulching for carrot growth. Carrots need consistent moisture to grow properly. Uneven watering can lead to split roots or stunted growth. Aim to keep the soil evenly moist but not waterlogged. Mulching is a great way to retain soil moisture and regulate temperature. Organic mulches like straw, grass clippings, or shredded leaves can help keep the soil cool and moist, reducing the need for frequent watering. Overhead watering can sometimes lead to fungal diseases, especially in humid conditions. Consider using drip irrigation or soaker hoses to deliver water directly to the soil. Mulching not only helps with moisture retention, but also suppresses weeds. By mastering the art of watering and mulching, you'll be well on your way to growing healthy, vibrant carrots. Happy gardening! Well, there you have it, folks. We've journeyed together through the ins and outs of growing amazing carrots from seed to harvest. Remember those drool-worthy carrots we imagined at the beginning? the ones that were practically bursting out of the ground, begging to be picked. You're well on your way to having a garden full of them. Just imagine the satisfaction of serving up dishes made with your very own homegrown carrots. And remember, gardening is all about trial and error, so don't be afraid to experiment and find what works best for you and your garden. That's the first 10 secrets to kickstart your journey to growing amazing carrots. In our next episode, we'll delve into thinning, pest control, and harvesting techniques. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you won't miss out. Hey everybody! Welcome back to my channel where we love to dig in the dirt and watch beautiful things grow. Today we're talking all things carrots, those sweet, crunchy root vegetables that add so much flavor to our kitchens. Now, growing carrots might seem pretty straightforward, but trust me, there are some tried and true tips and tricks that can make all the difference between a meager harvest and a bumper crop. We're picking up where we left off in our last video, so if you missed the first 10 tips, be sure to check that out. So grab your gardening gloves and your favorite tools, and let's get growing. Okay, so your carrot seedlings are starting to pop up. How exciting is that? Seeing those tiny green shoots break through the soil is always a thrilling moment for any gardener. It means all your hard work is beginning to pay off. Now is the time to make sure they have enough space to really thrive. Carrots need room to grow, and if they're too crowded, they won't develop properly. This is a crucial step in ensuring you get those big, beautiful carrots you're dreaming of. Once those little sprouts reach about 2 inches tall, it's time to thin them out. This might seem like a daunting task, especially if you're new to gardening, but it's essential for the health of your plants. I know it feels counterintuitive to pull up perfectly healthy seedlings, but trust me on this one. Thinning is necessary to prevent overcrowding, which can lead to stunted growth and poor carrot development. Aim for a spacing of about 2 to 3 inches between each plant. This might seem like a lot of space, but remember, carrots need room to grow both above and below the soil. This gives those roots ample room to grow nice and big without competing for resources. When carrots have enough space, they can absorb more nutrients and water, leading to healthier and larger roots. Now, when you're thinning, be gentle. It's important to handle the seedlings with care to avoid damaging the delicate roots of the plants you're leaving in place. You don't want to disturb the roots of the seedlings you're leaving in place. Disturbing the roots can cause stress to the plants, which can affect their growth and overall health. My favorite method is to use a pair of sharp scissors to snip off the excess seedlings at the soil level. This method is quick, easy, and minimizes root disturbance. Thinning might seem like a small step, but it makes a world of difference in the size and quality of your harvest. Properly spaced carrots will grow larger and healthier, giving you a bountiful and beautiful harvest to be proud of. So, take the time to thin your carrot seedlings, and you'll be rewarded with big, beautiful carrots come harvest time. Carrots love a good drink, but it's important to understand their needs to ensure they thrive. Just like us, they don't like to be waterlogged. Too much water can be detrimental to their growth. The key here is to water deeply and less frequently. This encourages the roots to grow deeper into the soil, making the plants more resilient. I like to give my carrots a good soaking once a week, making sure the water penetrates deep down into the soil where those roots are growing. This method helps the plants develop strong, healthy roots. A good rule of thumb is to water until the top inch or two of soil feels moist to the touch. This ensures that the water reaches the root zone without oversaturating the soil. Overwatering can lead to all sorts of problems like root rot and cracking, so it's better to err on the side of slightly drier soil. Root rot can cause the carrots to become mushy and inedible, while cracking can make them more susceptible to pests and diseases. And speaking of soil, make sure yours is loose and well draining. This is crucial for preventing water from pooling around the roots. Carrots love a light, airy soil that allows their roots to grow freely. Compact or heavy soil can restrict root growth and lead to misshapen carrots. If you're working with heavy clay soil, consider amending it with some compost or other organic matter to improve drainage. Adding organic matter not only helps with drainage but also provides essential nutrients that carrots need to grow. Another option is to plant your carrots in raised beds. Raised beds can help improve drainage and make it easier to control the soil conditions. Mulching around your carrot plants can also help retain moisture in the soil while preventing weeds from competing with your carrots for nutrients. By following these tips, you can ensure a healthy and bountiful carrot harvest. Remember, the key is to balance moisture and drainage to create the perfect growing environment for your carrots. Carrots aren't heavy feeders, but they do appreciate a little boost now and then. I like to use a balanced fertilizer, something like a 10-10-10, about halfway through the growing season. Just sprinkle a light amount around the base of the plants and water it in well. Remember, when it comes to fertilizing carrots, less is more. Too much nitrogen can lead to lots of leafy greens but small, underdeveloped roots, and nobody wants that. We're after those gorgeous, vibrant orange roots. So feed your carrots sparingly, and they'll reward you with a bountiful harvest. Now let's talk about those pesky critters that might try to munch on your carrot tops. One of the most common carrot pests is the carrot fly. These little guys can wreak havoc on your crop if you're not careful. But don't worry, there are some simple ways to keep them at bay. One effective method is to use row covers. These lightweight fabrics allow sunlight and water to reach your plants while keeping those pesky flies away. Another great strategy is crop rotation. Don't plant carrots in the same spot year after year. By moving them around your garden, you'll disrupt the life cycle of pests and reduce the chances of infestation. Just like any plant, carrots can be susceptible to diseases. But with a little vigilance, you can keep most problems at bay. One of the most important things is to choose certified disease-free seeds or seedlings. This will give your carrots a healthy start and reduce the risk of introducing diseases into your garden. Keep a close eye on your plants throughout the growing season, looking for any signs of trouble. This could include wilting, yellowing leaves, or spots on the foliage. If you do spot any problems, it's important to act quickly. Remove any infected plants immediately to prevent the disease from spreading. And remember, prevention is always better than cure. All right, friends, this is the moment we've all been waiting for, harvest time. After months of nurturing and care, it's finally time to see the fruits of our labor. Most carrot varieties will be ready to harvest about 70 to 80 days after sowing, but always check the seed packet for specific maturity dates. This ensures you pick them at their peak flavor and nutritional value. You'll know your carrots are ready when the tops are about 1 inch in diameter and the shoulders of the carrots are pushing up through the soil. This is a clear sign that they have reached their full potential. To harvest, gently loosen the soil around the carrot with a garden fork or trowel. This step is crucial to avoid damaging the carrots. Then grab the carrot by the top and pull it straight up from the ground. The feeling of pulling out a perfectly grown carrot is incredibly satisfying. If the carrot is stubborn, don't yank it. Yanking can cause the carrot to break, leaving part of it in the ground. You don't want to break it. Broken carrots can be more susceptible to pests and rot. Just loosen the soil a bit more and try again. Patience is key here. A little extra effort can ensure you get the whole carrot out intact, ready to be washed and enjoyed. Once harvested, give your carrots a good wash to remove any soil. Freshly harvested carrots are not only delicious but also packed with nutrients. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, knowing that your hard work has paid off. There's nothing quite like the taste of homegrown produce. Whether you eat them raw, cook them, or use them in recipes, homegrown carrots add a special touch to any meal. Happy harvesting! Once you've harvested your carrots, it's time to give them a little TLC to keep them fresh and flavorful. First things first, cut off those leafy green tops. They'll draw moisture away from the roots, causing them to become limp and rubbery. I like to store my carrots in a cool, dark place like my root cellar or a crisper drawer in the refrigerator. If you're lucky enough to have an abundance of carrots, you can also blanch and freeze them for later use. Just remember, fresh carrots are always best, so try to enjoy them within a few weeks of harvesting. Now, I know gardening isn't always sunshine and roses. Sometimes we encounter a few bumps along the way, but don't worry, I'm here to help you troubleshoot those common carrot challenges. If you're noticing your carrots are growing in strange shapes, it could be a sign of compacted soil or rocks. Remember, carrots need loose, airy soil to grow those long, straight roots. Another common issue is cracking. This can happen when the soil moisture fluctuates too much. Remember to water your carrots deeply and consistently, especially during dry spells. Now that you're swimming in fresh, homegrown carrots, let's talk about some delicious ways to enjoy them. Of course, you can't go wrong with classic carrot sticks with your favorite dip, but don't be afraid to get creative in the kitchen. Carrots are incredibly versatile and can be used in countless sweet and savory dishes. Roast them with a drizzle of olive oil and a sprinkle of herbs for a simple and satisfying side dish. Add shredded carrots to salads, soups, stews, or even baked goods for a boost of flavor and nutrition. One of the best things about gardening is sharing the bounty with friends, family, and neighbors. And carrots are the perfect vegetable to share. They're delicious, nutritious, and always a crowd pleaser. So, gather up your extra carrots and spread the love. Deliver a basket of freshly harvested carrots to a neighbor who could use a pick-me-up. Share your favorite carrot recipe with a friend. Or better yet, invite them over for a garden-fresh meal featuring your very own homegrown carrots. Well, there you have it, folks. You're now well on your way to becoming a carrot-growing expert. Remember, gardening is a journey, not a destination. Don't be afraid to experiment, learn from your mistakes, and most importantly, have fun. There's nothing quite like the satisfaction of harvesting your own food and savoring the fruits of your labor. Now go out there, get your hands dirty, and grow some amazing carrots. Host, on camera. Congratulations! You're now equipped with 20 expert tips to grow carrots like a pro. Don't forget to check out the product links in the description to get started. Like, share, and subscribe for more gardening wisdom. Happy planting!